Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play Ice Hoppers. It's ages 6 and up, 1 to 4 players, and it takes 10 minutes. Let me show you how to play. This is a cooperative game, and your goal is to work together to get your 4 little penguins back to the iceberg before the bag runs out of ice chunks and snow chunks that you're putting out on the board. For game setup, you just use the box the game comes with, and you put this bit on top. Each penguin is given their own ice chunk, and they recommend you put them forward a bit on them, so which helps, and you will see why over the course of the game. Then you just put out another 5 ice chunks at random around the board. They're not supposed to be touching, and you are ready to begin. Whichever person can do the best impression of a penguin is supposed to get to go first. And all you do on your turn is you reach into the bag and grab a tile, and then you're going to place it in. There's a gap on the side of the board under the iceberg where it's quite clever and it's very cute, where you get to push a tile through, and you're only supposed to push it through as far as you can put your finger. You don't have to pull it out through the other side. Just push it in where it's not sticking out on this side anymore. Then if a penguin is touching, if the ice chunk is touching another spot, they can move from one ice chunk to the next. So this is the only penguin that would be able to make a move on this turn. They can move forward 1 spot, and then it's the next player's turn. Now, there are 2 different modes of play. You can play where it's the happy mode, where you don't have to worry about the sea lions. So the next player, it's their turn, and they get to go. They can place this on either side. There's a divider in the middle, so you have to pick either this side or this side. We'll go ahead and have them pick this side. And the ice chunks got moved around a little bit. Again, this is the only penguin that's touching another spot, so they get to go forward. In the happy easy mode, it doesn't matter if you step on a tile that has a sea lion on it. Much like in the wild, they don't do anything when they're on land. So whenever this penguin gets up to this spot, no big deal, no problem if he steps on that spot. If you're playing the sea lion adventure mode, the only thing you do is if they land on a tile that has a sea lion, then you need to insert one of these, the corresponding sea lion token. There are little ones and big ones. So you just shove in one, and all that does is it serves to separate between the tiles, and it makes it harder for the tiles, the snow tiles, to connect. So it just makes it a little bit trickier to end the game, but you don't actually have to worry about any predators getting your penguins. That's not an aspect of this game. The only other thing is there are ice tiles, and if you put in one of those, whenever a penguin, here, we'll put in that, and we'll have, we'll say that this penguin, well, nobody else is touching one, so nobody would get to move, and he has this gap between here and here, so he wouldn't be able to go. So we'll put in another one. You have to watch out in this game, because if a penguin falls off the back, if you keep on pushing in these tiles and a penguin falls off the back, then that penguin didn't make it, and you wouldn't quite win the game. You need to set it up again. So you really, really want to move them before that happens. Anybody can move any of the penguins. You don't have one penguin that you're moving. You're moving any one of the penguins. So we'll say he's here. Several turns are going by. Other people are placing in tiles. When a penguin on their turn, just move 1 tile per turn. But when you get up to the ice tiles, they're slippery and penguins like to slide. So if it's your turn and this is the situation, the penguin gets to slide across this tile and then go again. And this is another ice tile, so he'd be able to slide across and go over to here. And that's all to know. Don't let them fall off the back. You keep on going until either you've rescued all of the penguins and all of them have ended up on the iceberg, or if you run out of all of the tiles in the bag and you still have a penguin out here, then they wouldn't have quite made it, you wouldn't have won, but it's a quick game, so you can just set it up and play again if that happens. So that's how to play Ice Hoppers. The target demographic for this game is a young family, especially if you have siblings playing together. This is the perfect type of game for siblings. The rule complexity is very easy. How competitive is this game? It is cooperative, so it is not at all competitive. However, it is challenging. We've played this game a fair amount, and it is not infrequent that one little penguin doesn't quite make it home. So it is very exciting when you actually succeed and win at the game. The replay value is medium just because the game is fun. It's very novel, but it seems to be one that is great for a particular age, and that's when they play it a bunch. But when they're 8, 9, or 10, this isn't the one that they're getting out as much. This is great for when they're littler. Similar games, if you are looking for a cooperative game for younger kids, Hoot Owl Hoot is sort of similar to this. You're trying to get the little owls home before the sun comes up. And then also Race to the Treasure. You're trying to make a path to the treasure before the goblins get there. And so they have some different kind of gameplay mechanics, but similar age level. They're cooperative, they're sweet, they're fun. So we love cooperative games for younger kids. Ice Hoppers is a lot of fun and you should check it out. Thanks and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.